realized I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
I told you. We're older. Perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's at court every day.
Isn't this... well... it's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year. I promise.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't bring it.
Would you like to tell me what happened?
We were just playing.
Never mind, just... what's your...
It was her. Delilah's light. She broke it.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? "15 years ago, the Loyalist conspiracy asked me to kidnap Anton Sokolov, and I did. I took him from his home to the pub we were hiding in, and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? He laughed at us. He told dirty stories, taught Emily more than her governess could in 6 months. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Even in the void, if only I could do more.
Jessamine? Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
Of course not. She's driving all of this.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous. As obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
To protect the trees.
I can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing a gazebo, adding an exotic. Southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunlop, because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country?
Think something moved.
Someone is asking for
Someone
something.
there.
What was it?
Think you're funny?
Maybe one of them 2-penny drinks. feels heavy. Hard to get a good lungful. Did I close my locker before coming out? Last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket.
Pistol. Then I met a lady from Tivia. Something, and happier.
The color of the sea yesterday. Bad omen.
My Karnaka, brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the little people who make this great city tremble. This is the Duke. You must all know my voice by now. A new empress sits on the throne in Dunwall. Our rightful ruler, Delilah called first of her name. May she reign forever. There are some traitors who try to as her claim to the throne. Morally, Tibia. The nation is golden. If they want war, we'll give it to them, no matter how many of you I have sacrificed. Draconis will fight for Delilah, to the bitter end.
The Royal Conservatory.
Hunters of slithering things in the hours before dawn. Former milkmaids and magistrates, come before me and bow, for I am Delilah, your queen.
All hail Delilah.
The moon in the sky and the mist flying over the lake.
Amelia, dear, if we're...
The conservatory. Built around the time I left for Dunwall.
voice. I can feel her spirit.
Brianna, what happened to Jindosh? I'm told he's a gibbering idiot now.
I don't know, Delilah. Forgive me.
No, my dear. It's a loss. But I doubt we are
I've seen you. Rude, the aged psychopath you are. This explains why the woman you call Megan Frost has been skulking around.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed. This looks important. I wonder what it does.
Hears you've been looking at her old journals in the Forbidden Archives.
He's a street orphan, full of tricks. But I have faith Delilah could do such a thing.
Coming back? It doesn't seem possible. That's all.
My dear Orlando.
Where will I go next?
Who's this man, Kieran Jindosh? What power does he hold over Brianna?
Perhaps, but that wouldn't give him any power over Brianna. Jindosh is an ally, an agent of the Duke, gifted in the ways of natural philosophy. Together, we've built something that can pierce the void itself.
I've never seen Brianna work with machines.
Feel a little scratched. Maybe some steep forage and chamomile will do the trick.
Jindosh was insane. How does this even work? This looks important. I wonder what it does.
anyone here? What?
I meant nothing to my fine family, beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about...
This looks important. I wonder what it does.
I don't like that.
Won't let him escape! Now I'll be here!
It's a loss, but I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken away as well.
Who would want that ancient fool? Never mind. How goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
My influence grows. Last night, I walked through a dream with one of them, and we drank from a fountain in the town where she was born.
Ashworth is influencing the oracular order.
His business with Jindosh won't affect things.
No. He continued to tinker with the lenses. Thicker, thinner, more opaque. It was tiresome to watch. I still have the old lenses and cast-off parts piled in my workshop, but Jindosh finished some time ago. The rest is up to me, learning to use the machine. A tricky thing, touching the void through such a device.
Blood and biscuits. I look forward to using it myself once you're ready.
Will you visit soon?
Perhaps. Dunwall Tower is mostly in hand. The High Overseer won't be a problem anymore. And there's the matter of my own project.
I grow more excited with each brushstroke. When I come to Karnaca, we'll drink an ocean of good wine and stay tight as a boiled owl. I look forward to it. For now, I need your eyes on the Duke. At least until we have the sisters under control. There's no one else I trust. I'll reach out to you again on the morrow. Farewell.
What in the world?
It seems rather rude to die. Whoever you were.
I can't wait for the month of nets. Fresh picked is so much better than dried.
Jindosh was insane. How does this even work? This looks important. I wonder what it does.
What will I do now?
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Royal Protector. I see you there, back in the city that spawned you.
It's done. Brianna Ashworth is no longer a witch.
You villain! You don't even know what you've done. A great bloom wilts and fades from the world.
This is only the start. You've pissed all over everything, but you'll pay for it.
Oh, Brianna. I don't believe we will speak again. The thought of seeing you reduced to such a pale, sad thing. It's too much to bear. I hate you for this, Corvo Atano.
I wonder, if you didn't have hate, Delilah, what would you have? Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd. Her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnak. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the
Nothing then. Put in a request for new boots. What I get? A sock. One useless sock.
People of Karnaka, this is the Duke. Some of you question the stricter mining orders and the new taxes levied by the Grand Draconian Guard. Answer all of this.
You're not supposed to be here! Let's see what you got! For my son here!
So dead.
That.
What the boy?
I thought that.
What the?
Am I going crazy?
Wait, this isn't. At your command.
I definitely heard something. Better check.
Who's there?
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore. Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
Three years ago, Delilah was laying her plans. The Duke's people gathered at the home of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton to commit some horror in her name. I need to know how they made her immortal. But where was I 3 years ago? Letting Emily daydream through council meetings, teaching her fencing and back-alley fighting. I always expected an enemy we could put down with a sword. Soldiers, spies, assassins. Instead, we got something else. Beyond the pale, beyond the natural world. Instead, we got hit by someone like me.